Cool. Well, Connor, was it an early night for you, or did you stay up and watch Saudi Arabia Bahrain?
No, there's a few of us that stayed up and watched the game. A bit of shouting going on because Bahrain had a few chances that could have sealed the deal for us. But yeah, it is what it is now. So we know what we have to do, and we're looking forward to it.
Is it almost preferable in a way? You can now you get to do it on the pitch rather than the hotel room at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, that's true a little bit. I think when we get there, it's going to be difficult conditions, and we've already heard that Saudi Arabia like changing pitch and stuff, making it really difficult for us. So yeah, when we do it on the pitch, it will be even better.
For yourself personally, how good was it to be back out there, mate, as well? Because you've had a lot of injuries, and it must be great to get back out and being part of something so special. Considering how the campaign even started in the first place, remember go back all the way back to the Gold Coast. It was, it's been a long journey.
It's been a long journey, tough ride, but it was amazing being back out there. I was out for so long, injured, and getting the chance and getting the confidence from the coach to start last night. It was an amazing feeling, and I think just being involved with a win as well in front of the home crowd was a special feeling, and just love it.
And I think what just Joey was touching before, do you think going to Saudi now, knowing that a result still is needed, it almost for the group it's a bit more like you can go out there, do it on the pitch, but also you go into a great environment, it's going to only hold the team in good stead moving forward?
Yeah, I think it changes our mentality, because if it was already done, I think it wouldn't have been a waste of time, but it would have felt like, the boys that have not been as on it as we should be. And now that we know what we have to do, we're going to be, we're flying there tonight, we'll land and we'll get stuck in the training and full focus. And of course, we want to beat them on their home turf as well in front of all their fans.
How do you manage the emotions after the game? It's coming from a really big high after this goal to, okay, now we're back into workload, we've got to.
I think it's just part of the job. Like, it's not over until you fully secured your spot in the World Cup. And I think, we were watching the game and it was weird because it could have been done then and there, but we all went to bed just sort of looking at each other thinking, we've got to do this in Saudi now, and it is what it is.
Does it almost refocus you guys? It's kind of, you've had the reward for good defensive performance against Japan, now we've got to reset, here we go.
Yeah, for sure. We know what we're going to be up against. We've played them before. We've played them in Jeddah before as well, and it's going to be a tough game. And in the conditions as well, it's probably going to be close to 40 degrees with 50,000 fans screaming. So it's going to be difficult, but I think we're all mentally prepared for it.
What's it like playing in that heat, and what do you need to do kind of the days leading up to that game to adjust to that?
It honestly is horrible playing in that heat, I'm going to be honest. I think before we came here, we had a pre-camp for about 10 days in Abu Dhabi. So I think we got a little taste of it, which is good, just mentally, you know what I mean? So it's just like that extra little grit and staying together and working as a team. Because it is very, very difficult playing in those conditions, and especially, when you're up against, these teams that are used to it, and I don't even know if they feel it, to be honest. So, it's just another little factor that makes it that 1% harder.
You said that try to make it tough for you on the pitch. What exactly are you expecting there?
I'm expecting delays at the airport. I'm expecting a really bad pitch to train on. I'm expecting loads of, bus delays before the game. I'm just expecting they're probably just going to throw everything at us because they know what they need to do, and they're just going to make it as difficult as they can.
You have a bit more control of the game, and how do you approach it? Different opponent and different style.
Sorry, say it again.
How are you? What's the approach for the game? You've just sort of played Japan. You've been on the back foot, come away with a really, really good win. It's a different team, and do you think Tony Popovich will have a different game plan going in?
We'll find out soon, won't we? Obviously different opponent, different tactics, different everything. So we'll have to change a few things, and at the end of the day, as long as we get a result, like, that's all that matters. So I'm not sure what the game plan will be. I'll let you know when we find out, but I'm not sure yet.
Would you like to have a little bit more control though, and hopefully create a few more opportunities in the game?
Of course, but you know, we try to do it, but it's difficult playing against, you know, Japan. Like, as you saw, they're a very, very good team, and you know, we just do our best. Whether we have to defend for 88 minutes and score in the 90th, we'll do that. You know, so like I said last night, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you play, just as long as you win. So that's it.
One of the features of Saudi crowds is that you're going to have the heat above, obviously, the logistical challenge, and then there's going to be a wall of noise for 90 minutes. They're going to whistle, they're going to boo every time you touch the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I know Germany has some hostile crowds, but this is going to be at another level. Do you almost just have to, all right, bugger it, that's going to be the case, let's fuel it, let's upset them, let's be the villains?
I think a little bit. I think we're going to have to play a little bit of their game as well. You know, whether waste time and delay the game as much as we can, because it's going to be like that. There's going to be a lot of diving, a lot of acting, but it's, just block the noise out, focus on ourselves, and do the best we can.
And we're here in front of the Dylan Tomnitas statue, mate. Obviously, Dylan's got a long connection with Australian football and the Socceroos, and you're a big family here at the Socceroos. You look after your mates, but I guess with Dylan, it's also a reminder to look after yourself as well. Check yourself and make sure you're not forgetting yourself.
Exactly right. Yeah, you said it yourself. I think when you're involved in the Socceroos, even past, present, you're still remembered and you're still part of a big family, and it's about just looking after one another.
Do you think the team's kind of, you know, go back to the qualification campaign for Qatar, like, you had to play games there as home games, and you had that whole qualification process, and that was pretty hostile. Do you think the team's become pretty sort of just used to it now? It's kind of normal playing in these tough environments, and they can handle anything, like, just the way you're talking about. It's a win at all cost mentality, but the team's kind of really, the steel's in them, right? It's the, I don't want to go the Aussie DNA route, but that was kind of the thing. It's kind of like imprinted in your blood almost.
Yeah, it's... You just got to do, like, you can't get affected by any of it, because if you get affected by any of their little games or noise or whatever it is, then it's just going to affect the game, and they're going to get that little advantage over you. So I think that's where, like, the mentality, like, comes from, of just being together, be as one, be strong as you can, and go as hard as you can for as long as you can. Because, like I said, the conditions are really tough, and you just got to stick together, and we'll get a result.